boys and girls, do y'all have any idea what is going on in the news? Ah! I'm not laughing because it's funny. It's nothing funny. Wow. Two news stories. I'm like, oh no. But you know what? I kid you not. That traffic around the corner and that noise at night. What? Ooh, I can't believe it, boys and girls. I said, you know what? Maybe I have to drive around the block real quick tonight to see if what's going on over there because I need to make a phone call or two. There's a restaurant store, Mangoville. It's beautiful, but I kid you not, it is hard to just ride up the block for me to get to my parking space because of the traffic. But I cannot believe they were arrested and all kind of stuff. I said, ooh, but I'm not making fun. I'm not doing that. But boys and girls, your girl has been grinding. I am so happy. But you're not gonna believe why I'm happy. But I will be telling you. Tomorrow is Monday, and I love Monday. I always love Monday. I don't know why. Maybe because the mailman runs on Monday, like businesses open up on Monday, but I've always loved Monday. I know why I love Monday because I used to like to go to school, even though school wasn't always fun, but I used to love going to school. For one, I was in love with one of my teachers. No, I think I was infatuated with one, and I was like this little, and I was in love with one. You know when you have a school thing or whatever, but it's so funny because I was a little girl. I was a little girl, and the teacher must have knew I was fancy about something. He was scared of me. Oh my goodness. I was not even thinking of that before I did. But I don't know if he was afraid of me because he was wondering why I always smile when I see him. But I'm gonna tell you why I always smile. I was a little girl. I always liked gray hair, and he had gray hair. That's about it. Because he's like real short. I mean, I'm like what 5'6", 5'7". He's like maybe here, so of course there was no romantic attraction. But I cannot believe he was always like nervous around me, but he was always he has a cute look because I like gray hair. Gray hair is sexy. I don't know. Stop. Well, I can't say stop coloring your hair. You color what you want to color. Men, when you know you got that package, do not cover your gray. Absolutely. That gray is like pristine, baby, pristine. But I turned my TV on, and this movie is on, and it doesn't have a title. It just says Double Cross, 2006, full drama thriller. Yancy Butler, Bruce Boxleitier, whatever. Honey, I haven't seen the movie. She gonna do something to that man. That man's trying to leave her, and the prenup says she leaves with nothing, and she stayed with that man all her life, and she thinks that man is out there with another woman. Now I haven't seen any trace of another woman yet, but she's gonna clap that man. She gonna clap that man. Mm-mm. Do not sign a prenup unless you know your hustle and grind is real. If you have to sign a prenup, just don't get married. That's it. Do not deny a man or a woman the opportunity to ask you. Because if they ask you and you love them and you know your hustle and grind is real, sign a prenup. But if you have to sign a prenup and then get married, just don't get married. Just read between the lines, baby. Take the powers to be, the message, whatever. Do not sign it because you have no control over someone's emotional change in feelings. So don't do it. Don't do it. Absolutely not. I would sign a prenup because I would sleep on the street before I sleep next to someone that I hated or I didn't like, and I would rather sleep with the squirrels. I kid you not. So I would sign one in a minute, but don't sign one. But this movie here, this lady has this dark look in her eye, like she about to come for somebody. Maybe I need to give her something that's in my room over there. Maybe she want to borrow one. Yeah. Anyway, I'm so upset, boys and girls. I have this last bit bag right here. I did my last one in the room over there, but this one right here is my last one. But I am almost done. I am almost done. I have this massive greeting card holder, and I just got some bins, and I started lining up my greeting cards. Take my greeting cards. I'm just gonna do that, and then I hung up my wash clothes. My dishwasher is finished, so the only thing I have to do now is figure out like these lotions and stuff I'm not taking. I'm just gonna put them nice and neat. I can't do the up and down anymore. I can't do it. It's too much. And clearly they see on the camera that it's me by myself. So I feel sorry for the garbage people. Tomorrow I feel sorry because I have another dump tonight. But those extra pots and stuff under the cabinet, it is all going to the rubbish. It's going right out, down and down. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I kid you not. I can't do it. But I am sitting here at 8 p.m. and I really and truly feel good. I'm not tired. I did get a little rest, not sleep, but I sat at the desk. And I'm feeling really good. But I have to figure out what I'm going to eat, and that's it. And I'm not gonna get up in the middle of the night, hopefully, and uh, do any more. I probably wait until the decent hour in the morning. But when I actually lay down, I'm going to lay down. But I have to figure out what I'm going to eat because, like I said, it's 8 o'clock, and I only had that one meal of chicken. Of chicken today, and I've been sipping on this coffee. I'm not sure. Yeah, I made this morning, so I've been sipping on that coffee. But oh dang, no wonder why. I kid you not, boys and girls. I made a few of these bracelets. I didn't make this one, but I made all the rest, and I didn't make this one. I've had these on for months. Shower and everything on my bracelets. Oh my goodness gracious. And all I could do now is just hope that my crafted package comes. And if it was to come tomorrow, I would legit be able to sit right here and do my crafting because I ordered some type of markers to go with the wooden things just for me to have something to do. I didn't know if it was going to come while I was still here or if I had transferred over, but I need some form of outlet. I need a crafting. So I put away just about everything. And because I picked up the bags and put them different places, I don't have any idea where anything is. Nothing is, so it is what it is. But I'm okay, and I'm so thankful. I kid you not, boys and girls. This process right here has been priceless, priceless. Because looking at each room, at what I kept, I have to go through this again and get rid of because I don't see it. I'm like, wow, why do I have all of this when I know where I'm going? And I'm like, did I really miss an opportunity or whatever? But the closet, I don't want to. The closet, I don't want to get to pack like I did this closet here. This closet here was hustling grind. Come on now with all the cups and stuff tonight. Good grief. Um, I don't want to do that. So I still, although I saw the apartment 2 or 3 times, I have a terrible memory. I still don't know where actually the the walk-in closet is, but I'm not sure. I think it is adjacent to the bedroom, which means if it's adjacent to the bedroom, then I'm hoping that I saw correctly. But my head be somewhere else when I'm in there. I don't know why, but the bedroom is my craft room, and the closet, my clothes are going to be hung up there. But I'm thinking because I don't want to take, um, I don't want to take that white thing right there. I want to take this dresser right here. But I'm saying to myself, what the hell is going on out there? I'm saying to myself, this white thing may fit in my closet, and then I could use it for my craft supplies. So um, there's a small reality that it doesn't actually mean it's going to sound logical, but it is what it is. As many cards you see me have, it's not going to stop me from making more. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with them, and they have to be leaving the house. Leaving the house. But the good thing is, I have already figured out some things that I may be, you know, like the library. I may go to the library and I don't know if they let me record like a quiet video, like crafting or whatever, and stuff like that. So there are so many people doing craft events now. Oh my goodness, they are out there killing it, boys and girls. And to know that I don't want to go to one makes me feel so good. But with that said, I went under my bed today and I got out some stuff, but my table is under that bed. So that, I'm not even gonna say I have to remember. I'm going to get my damn table right now. Pull that sucker out, boys and girls. Cause I don't want to leave. I don't know. I might be leaving his mattress. I might be leaving his mattress. I might have to just get me another mattress because I don't think I can move all of this stuff. Ooh, let me get my table, boys and girls. Mm. Mm-mm. Get my table out of here. Ooh, I need a handle. Get my table out of here, boys and girls. Woo, yeah. Because I really don't. What the hell? Oh, I spilled something on there. So I'm trying to decide if I'm taking this mattress, because if I'm not, the whole bed won't stay. Now I did look under there. I have a bin of brand new socks, and I know y'all gonna be like, this girl is crazy. I might as well get those out because I'm gonna need to cushion some of this bag. And oh no! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, oh my goodness, what is that? Child, I'm not. Oh. Boys and girls, I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. You know why? The socks are not under there. So I must have took them out, but I surely did. Oh, they're right there. I took them out without realizing it, but the damn safe was under the bed. Ooh. So let me show you one of the things that's in my safe. A little $2 bill. So I don't want to leave this. Now I do. Oh! Ooh, boys and girls, this safe is going in the trash. Wow. Let me show y'all what happened under there. Because of the table, there's a piece, well, I didn't know at the time. There's a metal beam in the center, and when I was trying to put one of my rugs on the floor, I pushed the table and it wouldn't go, and I didn't realize that it was a beam in the center. So look at the key. Absolutely, and it's the only key. I don't believe I have another one, but I don't. Ooh, it still locks. This is a firebox. This is a Sentry firebox, so it's going with me, but I'm gonna make sure it goes in my car. That's because of what's inside of it, and it's not money, but a document that I just need proof just in case of something. So I'm gonna actually put my divorce papers in there, as well as my documents that I don't have access to just up and mm, mm. I feel so good. I'm not tired. I do feel that I would like to watch some TV. I don't want to laugh though because I hate my laugh. Sometimes I laugh and then I hear myself laugh and I'm like, okay. So I already told one of my friends, the one that called me earlier when you saw me through the kitchen. I told her when I move, she can't call my house. I said, I'm not even giving you my phone number. And she was like, I don't give a damn. And I'm like, you just don't have no manners. You make me laugh. You're crazy. And she just, and she makes me laugh all the time. But I kid you not, boys and girls. Oh, somebody sent her some pictures a couple days ago. Now, she would normally not send me a picture like that, but I'm not, it doesn't matter what it was. She would normally not send it, but she said, I just have to show you something that this person just sent me. So then when I saw the pictures, I'm thinking it was first of all a meal because she tends to like meals every now and then, like she make the liver or the crab legs or something like that. And someone in her building that she was just getting familiar with sent her some pictures. And when I saw the pictures, I said, wow, that's a weapon. And the only thing I'm thinking in my mind, I'm not sure if it's because I'm an older person or because I really care about my body, but I'm like, that's not a gift. So I asked her, I said, how do you feel about that? She was like, what? She was like, bah! And I'm like laughing and stuff like that. But the person has been messaging her to see if she saw the pictures, and she just completely disregarded him to the point where it was like 3 days or something that she ignored him. And then today he texted her back telling her how upset he was at her. And you think she cares? She doesn't care at all. She was and she thinks he's cute, and everything. But when she seen that, she was like, there is no chance in hell. And I'm like, girl, this I wouldn't even be wondering anything about that, boy. And when I saw the picture, my focus was that the closest thing was the kneecap. So I'm like, somebody planted a tree when they found out the good news. They planted a tree. Y'all already know what I'm talking about, or who I'm talking about, or what the dynamics of that tree is. But she had me cracking up. All I could do was laugh, and then the more I laughed, the more she would laugh, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And the one thing about me when I hear my daughter laugh, because she laughs like me and she doesn't realize she laughed like me. So just say she's in the living room and I'm in here laying down next to her, and I hear this laugh, and then I start laughing because she sounds like me. But there are times that people say to me they love to hear me laugh. I'm like, what? Are you crazy? I might get evicted. I laugh so loud. But I have to say, I want to watch a comedy tonight. I really do. But I would not mind watching Kevin Hart. But that's not really who I would like to watch. Um, Kevin James. I love Kevin James. I think that's his name. I'm not sure. A little puff puff. But he has this unique style of making you laugh where he's not trying. Like he's just genuinely, he's the type of person I would just like to go sit down at. What's that place? Denny's. I haven't seen Denny's in many moons, but I would really like to know if Denny's is still around. But I would really like to sit somewhere with him. I watched all of King of Queens a few times during my life, but I kid you not, it bothered me to no end when they had them separate, live in separate houses. I couldn't believe they would put that in their show like that. I couldn't believe it. But the pair, the husband and wife pair, never was perfect to me to where she was the one that should have done the pairing. But after a while, then but it should have been someone else from the very beginning because there were some dynamics that just didn't look right. Now forget about sounding or hearing or whatever the case may be. I'm saying look right for him. So if you ever see him down the supermarket, just slip my number and say she's not interested in you romantically, but she would like to have a meal. I'll fix her one of my mercy meals. Fix her one of my mercy meals. So that's spicy. Well, I love Kevin James. Wow. Oh my goodness. I am the type of person, if I saw someone, famous or whatever, like I saw Felicia Rashad up the block. I saw her and it was just like I saw her. She was wearing what she was wearing the day before on the Cosby Show, and it was nothing to me. But I don't know if it's okay to say her name, but she did it, so it's not like I'm lying. But YV went ballistic when she saw her. But I kid you not, and if you ever meet Felicia Rashad, she'll tell you this is the truth. It was so funny. There was a limousine, if I'm not mistaken, because I surely don't want to get caught in a lie. There was a limousine in front of said store on Gramerton Avenue, which is right up the block. And then everybody bum rushed that limousine. Kid you not, bum rushed the limousine. But if I'm not mistaken, the limousine that she got out of moved down like a little bit from the store, a little bit further than a little bit from the store, if I'm not mistaken. And then this raggedy car. I'm not sure if it could be yellow, but I would really like if somebody was able to remind me because I couldn't believe what I saw. But I said that hustle and grind was up there, boys and girls, because if I remember right, the raggedy car was in front of the store where Felicia Rashad went into. Now, if memory serves me correctly, everybody was bum rushing that limousine, waiting for her to get in that limousine. And if I do remember clearly, I wasn't one of them. I believe I was closer to that raggedy car than anybody else was because I was able to see her come out of that store and get in that raggedy ass car. So I said, wow. And then it was crazy how YV was hysterical out there seeing her. I'm like, damn, she's just a human, just a normal person. But I kid you no lie, I was on my porch. That's all I'm going to say. And Denzel Washington was right up the block. I wanted to see Denzel Washington. I love Denzel Washington, but not in the way of a traditional fan. I have the utmost respect for him as a human being. His moral compass is just is out there. So I would love to meet him, but I couldn't go. Although I was sitting on the porch and he was right up the block, I couldn't go because he's the one I would have been like, if I would have seen him. So I sat right there on the step. I said, it's just normal for him to be around here, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now, there is someone else that I was always around, and two people I was always around, but it is just so unfortunate that I would never say, I did say to one person or maybe two people that watch this channel, but both of them have passed, and it's sad because one of them is one of them really big in the industry, but when the person and I would write letters and whatever, so it just was so sad because but I'm thankful. But there's another one. What's his name? Cunningham. And the reason why I remember the Cunningham because I believe his name on the show, Richard Cunningham. Now he is the man from the Fonzie show. Oh my goodness. Boys and girls, when I saw him, it was crazy. Now, I can tell you where I saw him at because I have a really good memory. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was Nordstrom's, which is where y'all see me drive all the time. And if I'm not mistaken, he had two little girls with him. Hopefully, I'm never gonna get caught in a lie because I would never want to lie. But he came in, and the little girls, if I'm not mistaken, it was two little girls, and he let them just go and pick up whatever they wanted. So when he came to the register, the person I was working with, which I don't even remember I couldn't, if I saw her tomorrow, I would not be able to identify her. I completely don't know who she is no more. So she saw his black credit card and said, "We don't take this." And he was looking, and he was trying to give her some type of signal to not alert anyone else who he was by saying his name or whatever the case may be. But I kid you not, he was wearing that checkerboard, if I'm not mistaken, that checkerboard out shirt or something from that he would wear doing the Richie Cunningham part that he was playing. So somehow, when I spotted the facial recognition, that he was trying to give her some type of signal, and it would be so great if he saw this video one day to say, "I remember her." But I said, "Let me see that," and I took the card. And the reason why I took the card is because I knew I saw him before. I just didn't know where. And then when I looked at the card, and I'm like, and then that's when I saw that when he was trying to say, "Please don't do it," and it's like, "Please," and I'm like, "Ah," inside, I'm like, "Ah," because I loved him on the show, but I was so excited because I had just saw him the night before on the show, so I was like, "Oh hell no!" But the car went through, whatever the case may be. The little girls got their little stuff and they left. I was a freaking happy camper, boys and girls. I was happy, but guess what? I did not tell that girl who that man was. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If I could have just ran outside and said, "Can I have that shirt?" Because I would have kept that shirt forever. If I could have just got that shirt. Now, there's one I wish I could tell you, but I can't tell you because he's big, but he was in love with one of my friends. It was so funny. We had so much fun together. It was so much fun. And when I say the industry life and then the down to the down to earth is so different. And I saw his daughter on, I'm not sure if it was TV or video, but I just saw his daughter and I'm like, "Oh my goodness." And I kid you not, the whole time I never knew he had a daughter. So I'm like, he did a really good job. So, but one thing you do not do is destroy people like that. But let's get this out there. There is another one that has a humongous family and everything. And honey, there is this lady that is getting all the tea, that is not getting all the tea. And when she get the tea and she unearthed that secret, oh boy, woo! But I said, you know what? That's one reason why I wouldn't want to be famous. I would not want to be famous, honey, because one little sometimes you could play in a sandbox and you end up with something that you just cannot get rid of. The one thing that you can almost always say, everybody has a doppelganger. But if you saw this doppelganger and you was a sibling of that doppelganger, you would say, "No, sir, something's not right here." But it is so crazy because he is one of the most respected people in the industry. I kid you not, one of the most respected people in the industry. But it is what it is. But I kid you not. Now let somebody come and pass me like 10 million in a suitcase cash. Let me have that suitcase for 7 days and hide that motherfucker, or I would be right there with the song on it. Guess who? You bring me 10 million in a suitcase and give me 7 days to hide it, and I don't believe I'm being followed. Child, please, I'm gonna be right like this piece of paper. Boys, I tell you no lie, you can be poor but you have to have a decency within you not to be spreading people's business, because I say things on this channel. I say, say little things, and if you figure it out, you figure it out, but you'll never catch me repeat that. I would never do that. But if you came through here and you stayed out here a while, you would see a lot of stuff. Now, I kid you not. This is something that's really crazy, and I'm not gonna ever get caught up in a lie. So there's no way you can say, "Oh well, she said it." Well, bring your ass here, and I'll tell you to your face. But anyway, I have always had the most dangerous attraction to Jadakiss. I don't know what it is. I absolutely, and I don't like certain types of music. I'm not going to go into what genre of music I don't like, but there is something about Jadakiss that if I had seen Jadakiss in real life, I would have trampled on him. He would have filed legal charges against me. I would have wanted some of his DNA on me. I would have just wanted my arm wrapped around him. I love something about Jadakiss, but I can get in my car and just take a little ride, and there's a good chance I could see him. But there's a time or two that he was very close to this area, and if he ever was to be able to sit in here and say, "I never knew," he would say, "Wow," because he would say, "I never knew." But I love Jadakiss, and I had access to Jadakiss a number of years, but I never told anyone how I felt. Now, he was up the block a few times in the park. If I had gone through the park, now there was a time or two that I went through this. Did you know, I would have been a class A jackass if I would see Jadakiss, because I don't want an autograph. I want the shirt off your back. Strip, honey. Give me the shirt because I want to put it, I want to sleep in it. That's how much I really and truly. But to know that I live right here and I could just go right the block and but I'm not that crazy type of fan, but something about Jadakiss, I just happen. I don't know if his swagger or his voice, but there, like I said, there is some music I don't like. Now, there's someone else. Um, I don't want to say, so please let me forget, because he's right here. Oh my goodness. I don't, if I saw him in public, I would see him and walk away. But I absolutely loved him all his life. Listen, now, I don't like certain type of music, but I will play his song just to make him earn money. That's how much I respect him. That's how much I love him. Now, there's some things that are some shady things I've heard in the background or whatever, but I'm not one of those people that judge people off what someone else says. So just say if I see him in a movie or whatever, even if I don't want to watch the movie, that movie is going to play on my TV so he can earn. That's how much I love that man. But I forgot his face, his everything is right here, but I don't remember his name. And I'm thankful because I wouldn't want to say it anyway. Boys and girls, let me tell you something, honey. It is freezing. It is brick out there. It is amazing how in the winter time the cold is, brutal. But in the springtime, when the temperature drops, that cold gets in your bones, boys and girls. I'm sitting here trying to close the curtain like it's doing something, but and it is, I think, the 13th. The heat goes off on the 15th, honey. I'm gonna be laid up in here in some pajamas. I'll probably be in a little jacket or something because it's gonna be cool. This concrete around this building is gonna be freezing. But it's cold at night. But no matter how cold it is out there now, this window will be open when I go to sleep. The living room is already open and the craft room is open. I was legit sleeping last night, and it was so cold to where I felt my mouth, but I slept good, boys and girls. I could sleep better in the cold than I could ever in the heat. So if I had to choose between, I would just make sure my lower half. Now, matter of fact, see, I didn't even need this last night, and I was cold. My whole everything, the cold was in my skin, in my bones, but I still slept so good. Slept so good. But the good thing was, I really don't like to say certain things that happen to me in here because people think you're a weirdo when you say you believe in certain things. But I was in between sleeping and awake, and I heard a voice say, "Today's going to be a good day. Today we're going to focus on today. When today there will be no excuses." This is what I heard in my head before I actually opened my eyes. So when I actually opened my eyes, I already knew there was going to be no excuses. I already knew there was going to be a good day. I knew everything. And I made my two meals today. I only had one, and it's already, like I said, after 8, I believe. And I only ate one meal. Mm, yep, it's after 8. And I am gonna get up and figure out something. Last night I messaged my neighbor to see if she had cooked, but she wasn't in town. So I'm gonna heat up my leftovers. I don't feel like eating it because I felt like eating it this morning, but potatoes have a tendency of sitting heavy on me, so I don't really want to go to bed with a heavy meal. So maybe I won't, and maybe I'll just drink these two things and just call it a night. But I feel like I need some type of meal, but doesn't necessarily mean, and I'm not sure, but I think I have a cold. I was noticing that my nose is stuffy, my nose was running, and but I'm not sure if I have a cold. I'm not producing anything, like wetness out of my nose, but there's a time or two that I might have. So I don't know because I haven't had a cold in so long. I have nothing wrong with my eyes, none of that stuff. So, but I haven't had a cold in a number of years. And when I say I don't even think I had a cold since my daughter been on this planet. So maybe it could be this radiator, it could be this a window, something because I don't have any like rawness and no sniffles and no rag and all that other stuff. So I don't know, but at nighttime I notice if you listen, my nose is like a little congested, but it is what it is. But I do have another issue that I noticed in my videos that I'm not going to mention, but I will be going to wait a minute. Oh no. Oh wow. Shoot. Gosh, man. Today is the 12th, and tomorrow I have a freaking appointment with a doctor at 4:15. I don't even know why. It seems like that doctor automatically make me appointments. I haven't made no appointment with him, but he seemed like he on point. Like every 6 months he has an appointment he make for me. And matter of fact, I was the nurse or whatever called me like a day ago, and I was tired or something, and she said, "Well, I'll call you back later in the evening." I'm like, she's not calling me in the evening after 5. And then turn around, I have an appointment that they said I think he be automatically making me appointments, but I do need to go to the appointment. So there goes that. So, but my caseworker, I don't even think she looked at my message yet to because I need medical that senior citizen drive and that little tech. Did she see my message? Hmm. I see a little blue pop that wasn't there before. It was clear before. Now it has blue on it. Does that mean she saw it? Well, I don't know. I don't know. But I want that taxi that I have to pay like $6 in. Ha! So I can get to where I need to go because I think I have to make one more trip before I actually pick up my key, and I don't want to make that trip. I don't want to make that trip. I don't want to make that trip. No, 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 no. I'm not ready yet. That I noticed that highway has 4 lanes, and boy, I can't keep my eye like that on 4 lanes. But 1, 2, 3, yeah. Mm, mm. But I am so excited. I am so excited because I believe I can drive a couple of hours and I want to see MJ. I want to see MJ. But maybe now it's not the time, but I believe I can drive. I would just need to like pull over somewhere, take a little sleep. I don't want to be anywhere that I have to re- rely on like a sugar snack to keep me awake. But I really think I can drive to see MJ. I'm just going towards like a little over an hour closer, so I really think I can drive. But I do have access to maybe 2 people but I want to go on my own because I believe there's like a store that she could take me to and we could just have the girls day out and stuff like that. I don't want to go to her house. I don't want to go to her house. So if there's like a little like one of them little motel type of things you could sleep in for a couple of hours, I wouldn't mind that. But I don't like going to anyone's house when there's a mate in there, or not saying that there is to be discussing her business, but if there's a chance there's a family in there, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there because I may fall out or something, and I don't want to be in that company because I was somewhere before and I went to see someone and I wasn't well in there, and he got worried. So instead of him being worried and protective of me, he got worried and was like, "Oh, what if?" So I know what if does to a person, but if you take notice, I'm working on what if it's going bye bye. That's why I'm knocking it out in here because I would normally say, what if I collapse? Well, just get off the floor. Just get off the floor, but it is okay. I have made it, so I'm happy about that. So I just have to figure out what else is not going in this house. This dresser's not going, and I'm not even gonna try to move it. It's already empty, already cleaned. I'm gonna dust it up again, right before I leave. But I'm not taking this. I'm not taking it out nowhere. I already took everything off this air conditioner. The only thing I'm gonna do is wash it down. I can't get the blinds out, or so I will put the blinds in the tub. But I already know they're gonna change the blinds. It's a whole new people up in here. I did say I wasn't gonna take the rug off the floor. This beautiful purple rug is definitely not going with me. My neighbor was here a few weeks ago, and he's this floor is slippery, and so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not taking it. I will probably roll it up and just. Matter of fact, I'm not doing that either. Leaving it right here on the floor because I can't throw it in that garbage thing. It needs to be outside. So, matter of fact, I might just put it on marketplace and let somebody pick it up. But I'm not. I don't believe I'm taking it with me. I have the blue one. I'm taking out the living room. I have the whatever color that I ordered, and it's already here. And I'm gonna work on that. I want the brown one out of that room because I want to put a rug down, and then I want to put another one on top. So I may end up getting that 8x10 rug, and maybe another 8x10 rug, and maybe another 8x10 rug. But I'm above someone else, and I like to grind at night, so I don't want a complaint that my chair is rolling on the ground above someone's bedroom, and so it is a respectful thing when you have neighbors. So that's all. That's all it is. So I'm gonna lay the floor down, and that's it. But I need to take a break of my 1 hour video, just so you know, if you ever look towards monetizing, you need a long form video, and your video needs at least 30 minutes of watch time. So in order for you to produce that long form, you need a video that's a 1 hour long. Now, you don't see me with 1,000 subscribers and all that other stuff. That is zero concern to me at this moment. But one thing I will always do is prepare for the possibility of reaching the stars. But I have to tell you something else. I had a dream that I did something and I put a $20 bill in an envelope and sent it to somebody. Now, who that person was, I don't know, but I did have that vision. Had that vision. King, I just want to mention that um, I have about 3 to 4 bills that I have got to pay off, and then I will. So, which means I can't give you a timeline. But if you don't find the sink skirt, I do know that I will be going into a store. The store is in this town for sure, but I will not be going in that store until after that $378 bill is paid and another 436. Now, I'm going to be in a little better position very soon, but if you don't find the sink skirt, I am almost positive the store that I will be coming back to this town for has the sink skirt. So if you don't find it, you just need to let me know the colors that you would want, like a solid blue or a solid pink, or if there was like some other colors in your house, just in case it has a pattern. But I haven't been in that store because I don't have access to extra. But I will be in that store in a few, I would say maybe about 2 months, but not sure. But I definitely will be able to pick up. And I don't believe that if I'm going in the store that I should pick up one skirt. So figure out like a solid color, and then like maybe a few colors of your. I don't know what in the world. Why at night the fight come out? Good God, go home. Woo! Anyway, I was just distracted by that. I hope I don't have to live with that. Ooh. Anyway, if you have like different colors, but the store that I'm going into, they have really nice shower curtains, bath and rug and stuff like that. Kid you not. But I'm going in there for bathroom supplies. That's exactly what I'm going there for. Oh, I look at that. I was in the bathroom just now, taking the glue off my sink skirt, and then I heard a noise on my phone, but my neighbor just messaged me. Okay, boys and girls. Let's see what my neighbor got me for dinner. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ooh, smells good. Okay. Now I have this wet towel here. Okay. This is wet too because this is my laundry I washed today. I didn't hang it all up. That's too wet. Okay, let's put this shirt down. Because you don't know if grease is going to pop out of there. Boy, is it. Ooh. I'm going to have to keep this window open. There's some of this air in here. Ooh, I think that's fish. Oh, man. Boy, is that fish? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls. Y'all, woo! I think I see some greens up in here, but I'm hot. These freaking. Ooh, that air is so cold, but I am hot. Oh man, my neighbor was just telling me that. Oh wow, look at that, turkey wings. Whatever, turkey wings. Ooh, Oh no, oh no, boys and girls. Oh wow. Ooh, my neighbor went to not my neighbor, my friend in another town. But I kid you not, she had me cracking up today. This lady was like, she said she doesn't want to come here in the daylight. She had me cracking up. She said, I don't mean no harm. She said, I don't mean to upset you or nothing. She said, but she said, she had me cracking up. She said, I can't wait till you get away from there. Now, in order for y'all to understand where I'm coming from, just think about when you see me drive from here and I say I'm at the post office. She's not comfortable here unless she gets from here to where you see me go to the post office at. She said, mm-mm. She said, and that's in the daytime. And then she said she's so sorry sometimes that she goes to the meat market, right down here around the corner from my house, right where the news thing is at. She's so sorry she go right there to the meat market because the turkey wings where she like to buy for the price, and the oxtails, whatever. I think she said the oxtails, but I know someone else goes there for the oxtails. Anyway, boys and girls, when I tell you how she made me crack up and laugh, I was cracking up. So she said to me, she said, no matter how bad I have been saying that I want to get away from here, she said, I can truly understand. She said, I just hope everything works out when you go. Now, the one thing I do know is they already told me is that I'm going to hear what's going on in the next door apartment. Now, I don't know what the color of the walls look like. I kid you not. I asked my friend the other day, I said, what color are the walls? She said, I think they're white. I'm not sure, but I already looked into noise canceling stuff to put on the walls. I already looked for that. So it is what it is. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and turkey wings. Your girl's about to get down. But I should have tasted the collard greens first. Now, I don't normally eat off of takeout spoons, but this spoon is in the plastic. But if it was like a take, I wouldn't even want it to be even. But I have a better trust factor for something that's already in the plastic. So I just like to take it out, and then I have my little rag that I have already. Then open it up on hit another wet side from the inside. I have bipolar disorder, so if you're wondering why, it may be that, but I am who I am. The hot sauce is really nice. Ooh. But I want to taste. Ooh, Lord, look at that turkey, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Hell no. Is that hot Good Lord, have mercy. I can't know. What's that a hot pepper? I just put in my whole mouth on fire. Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, no, no, no. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. I can't do no hot pepper, baby. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Now that you see that pepper there, that's the pepper my daughter would eat just like that. Ooh, I can't eat no more collard greens. Mm-mm. 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 Now, the macaroni and cheese was made with American cheese instead of, but mm, mm, mm. They use Lorry's in that macaroni and cheese, so they use Lorry's. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. And they use a lot of cheese, boys and girls. That's right. Mm, 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 mm. 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 Very rare you can find somebody in takeout that use Lorry's in their macaroni and cheese. And then what people now everybody has different macaroni and cheese, but macaroni and cheese is supposed to be a solid, solid boys and girls. Amen. I like that. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, that is good right there. Oh, it has been so long since I had baked macaroni and cheese. Now, this is baked macaroni and cheese. Amen. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, my Lord, look at that crushed pepper in that collard green. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, that's a big piece, too. Come off my meat. No, I don't want you on my meat at all. Boys and girls, look at that there. And what I like about this turkey this turkey meat, is you can see all that black pepper on there. I never realized how good black pepper is for your body. But I kid you not. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. Oh, oh my goodness. I don't make turkey wings enough, but this is definitely something I need to go on my table more often. Oh my goodness, the skin is delicious, the meat is tender. I guess I was really hungry and I thought. But I have to stop eating. I have to take a break. Pasta swells in your stomach after you have your stomach cut and all that other stuff. Pasta is not good for you. In moderation, okay, but absolutely. But I'm gonna take another piece of this meat. Ooh, no, honey, I have a piece of collard green. I have to put this on my table because this is what I'm gonna be eating for the night. Yes, indeed. Make sure this shirt didn't get any grease. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is not a shirt. This is my nightgown. This is my nightgown. I already packed up my clothes, boys and girls, but I'm getting tired, washing and reusing. It's like I'm not even changing my clothes. It looks like I'm not taking care of myself, but you know what I did? All my drawers are empty. I just left out a few things, and I left out one outfit for like if I have to really go out. leggings and a t-shirt, but I don't even care right now. I don't even care. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, I am going to let you go. I want to go in that bathroom and remove some of that softener is really working. So I want to put some more on it to make it moist because it started to dry. But the knife is just popping through it. But thank you so much for spending your time with me, boys and girls. And Mary, you do not have to say I watched the whole video. I already know you watched the whole video, but I do need an update on your situation, and I need to know if you in your house yet. Okay.